Okay, let's dive into this. A video has been making the rounds online, and it makes a really stunning claim about the politician Raghav Chadha. It calls him the biggest traitor in modern Indian politics. So today, we're going to break down that source material, piece by piece, to really understand the story it's telling. Right off the bat, the video does not pull any punches. It opens with this single, powerful sentence. The source isn't just saying this is politics as usual. No, it's framing this alleged defection as a betrayal on a scale that we've rarely, if ever, seen. So why use such an extreme label, right? A traitor. Well, according to the source, the real story here isn't just about switching parties. It's about what it calls a mountain of public drama and deception that supposedly happened before it. It's that whole backstory that makes this accusation so potent. And this is really the heart of it. The source claims the real betrayal isn't about changing your political affiliation. It's about the massive gap between the words spoken yesterday and the actions allegedly taken today. That perceived hypocrisy, well, that's everything to this argument. So how does the video even try to build this case? Well, it does something pretty simple but effective. It uses Chadha's own words against him. The whole argument really hinges on this sharp, almost shocking contrast between what was said then and what's allegedly happening now. The source kicks things off with this bombshell quote. I mean, this isn't just mild political disagreement. This is drawing an uncompromising line in the sand. It's meant to establish just how harshly Chadha allegedly viewed the BJP, the very same party he's now accused of joining. And then, to really hammer the point home, the video immediately follows up with this quote. So here, he's not just a critic. He's being portrayed as a fortress of principle, someone fiercely loyal and, in his own words, literally unbuyable. And there it is. This slide pretty much lays out the central contradiction that the entire source video is built on. On one side, you have the defiant, unbuyable critic, and on the other, the alleged defector. According to the narrator of that video, it's this exact hypocrisy that fuels that heavy charge of traitor. Okay, so if we're following the source's logic here, what could possibly explain such a dramatic 180-degree turn? The video argues it wasn't a change of heart. It was a choice made under extreme pressure. A choice, it claims, that was driven by coercion. And this is the key mechanism the source claims is at play. It alleges that government agencies, like the ED, the Enforcement Directorate, and the CBI, are essentially being weaponized, that they're being used not to pursue actual justice, but to corner political opponents until they have no choice but to bend. Now, to back up this pretty serious theory, the source lays out this specific timeline. It points to the case of Ashok Mittal and 7 of his colleagues, who allegedly faced a raid by the ED. And then the video highlights that just 10 days later, they reportedly switched parties. The implication is a clear cause and effect, from investigation to defection. And then the video zooms out. It argues that this isn't just an isolated event. Instead, it frames this case as just one piece of a much broader and frankly more troubling political pattern that's supposedly emerging. The source really drives this point home with an incredibly powerful claim that this kind of political use of federal agencies is something brand new, something unprecedented in India's history. The implication here is huge, that the fundamental rules of the political game are being rewritten right before our eyes. So this alleged pattern leads the source to ask a pretty chilling question. What choice is really left for anyone in the opposition? The video argues it all boils down to a stark, simple, and very grim ultimatum. The source calls it the join or jail choice. It's pretty blunt. Path 1, you join the ruling party and your legal troubles allegedly just disappear. Path 2, you refuse and you face imprisonment. The video claims the ultimate endgame of a strategy like this is to systematically dismantle the opposition and create a one-sided political landscape. So finally, the video turns to the alleged fallout from all this. What's the personal and political price of a decision like this? According to the source, what was lost was, well, immeasurable. The source delivers a absolutely brutal final verdict. It claims that a career's worth of respect, of credibility, was just incinerated in an instant. The narrator even poses this striking alternative, that it would have been more honorable to simply walk away from politics altogether than to make this alleged switch. And so the source leaves us right here, not with an easy answer, but with this question just hanging in the air. It really forces you, the viewer, to confront the central theme of the entire video. When the pressure is really on, what is the true price of your principles?